After 6 months, I couldn't see the value in it. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life and no idea how college was going to help me figure it out. And here I was, spending all the money my parents had saved their entire life. So I decided to drop out and trust that it would all work out okay.
But like I always say, life is 10% what happens to you, is 90% what you do about it. The first step is getting completely and brutally honest enough to say, I am tired of myself.
Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward.
If you've set out on a goal and haven't found success yet, it's hard to have the motivation some days. You might not have the same inspiration you had at the beginning of pursuing your big dream. I know because I fought this and had to overcome this struggle a couple of months ago. Entrepreneurship kept feeling like it was kicking me when I was down. But I kept reminding myself that success isn't supposed to be easy, or everyone would have million-dollar homes and supercars. Instead, I flipped the way I'd looked at everything. I quit thinking of my failures and started focusing on how it was helping me become the person who could be successful.
The happiest people I have known have been those who gave themselves no concern about their own souls, but did their uttermost to mitigate the miseries of others. I stand here before you, not as a prophet, but as a humble servant of you, the people. Your tireless and heroic sacrifices have made it possible for me to be here today. I therefore place the remaining years of my life in your hands.
What would your life be like if you decided to become courageous? What would your life be like? If you decided to act on your dream, if you did what you felt in your heart. You know what courageous means? Tom Ruskin and Randy Reed said, they said that courage comes from a French word which means of the heart.
I don't want to be an icon. I want to be an idea, you know? I want to represent an idea. I want to represent possibilities. I want to represent magic, right? You're in a universe and 2 + 2 equals 4. 2 + 2 only equals 4 if you accept that 2 + 2 equals 4. 2 + 2 is going to be what I want it to be.
If you can identify the patterns in other people, you can start to see them in yourself as well. And you know what we all do? We all find a way to try to get what I call home. Home is, I noticed after 9/11, I'm with 2,000 plus people from, I think it was 45 countries. I was in Hawaii.
Death is nothing, but to live defeated is to die every day. The soul that is within me, no man can degrade. Never bend your head. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye.
One of the best parts about failing is that you get tough. You learn how much you really want the goal. And if you're like me, you really want it. But tough times are also an opportunity to reflect on what you've already accomplished. You didn't make it to where you are now by accident. You've worked hard, gained wisdom, and have probably helped people along the way. Now is the time to reflect on those accomplishments and congratulate yourself for how far you've come. In that reflection time, it's inevitable that you'll begin to realize how resilient you've become. And that's a trait that will make you successful in any endeavor the rest of your life. It can't be taught. It's something you have to go through on your own. Quit beating yourself up for not finding the goal line yet, and focus on how much stronger and smarter you are. Remember, as Samuel Johnson said, great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance.
You will start seeing things opening up for you. You'll start attracting people. You say, where'd they come from? Things will start coming together, clicking for you. You say, whoa, you start brainstorming. Ideas will come out of nowhere as you focus on it. The key to it is to begin to focus.
There will always be something to do, my boy. There will always be wrongs to right. There will always be need for a manly breed and men unafraid to fight. There will always be honor to guard, my boy. There will always be hills to climb, and tasks to do, and battles new, from now till the end of time.
A truly courageous person fears the impulse to dominate other people. She leads by helping others to be their best. A truly courageous person fears making appearances more important than realities, making impressions more important than communication.
It's time to understand that if you want to get something out of your life, you got to be willing to work for it. How much are you really willing to give? Are you prepared to hurt? Are you prepared to struggle? Because if you're not that person, then lay back down.
The elevator don't go to the top, man. Not in the world of success. You gotta take the stairs. Y'all gotta start getting gritty, man. I hate it when I see young people wasting their time, wasting all this technology got.
In that situation that would change your life. If it's fear, maybe it's courage. Again, courage doesn't mean it's easy, doesn't mean you feel, confident. It just means you're gonna do it anyway. Maybe it's determination. Maybe instead of feeling alone, you feel loving and you go give to somebody else. What's the antidote? What's an emotional pattern that if you live that, it would change the game? Is it faith? Is it passion?
There are so many people in this world that don't believe in you. But while you're sitting around worrying about people believing in you, why don't you focus on believing in yourself? Live, breathe, life, you. That's what it's about.
If you're working hard and long, sometimes it's the universe trying to tell you something. It might be trying to help you find a new solution to the problem you're trying to solve. In my case, I found that I wasn't finding success in certain entrepreneurial activities because I kept trying the same methods over and over again. You may need to learn how to better balance your energy, learn new skills, and find people that can help you get to the goal. And you might learn new skills or attract new people that you probably wouldn't have if you already found success.
She just kept looking at me. Every time I looked at her, she kept giving me these strange looks. So she finally took the dryer off her head and she said something I'll never forget. She said, "Young boy, I have a prophecy, a spiritual prophecy." She said, "You are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people."
It is not about worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow, because guess what? Tomorrow doesn't owe you or me anything. And matter of fact, tomorrow has already made up its mind. You have this moment. You can't worry about yesterday because yesterday is not coming back to look for you.
It's really not important what the majority of people that are blogging are saying. As a matter of fact, bloggers are not relevant people, they're not shakers and movers, and they're not decision makers, and they're not power brokers.
I had given up my seat before, but this day I was especially tired. Tired from my work as a seamstress, and tired from the ache in my heart.
That's not a problem when someone tells you all of a sudden that you have terminal cancer. And I've had those moments where somebody says you've got that tumor in your brain and we don't know what it means. Those moments take your other problems and make them disappear.